Wow, Nintendo is making a statement right now with yet another copyright takedown. Who has been hit this time? So this article is coming from Kotaku. Popular Pokemon fan game creation tool disappears after Nintendo cracks down. Pokemon Essentials, a robust resource for making Pokemon fan games, has been removed from the internet following a takedown notice from Nintendo. Losing this resource is a harsh setback for would-be makers of Pokemon fan games. Alright, let's see what Essentials is and how it works. Essentials takes the form of a file that works with the PC build-your-own RPG game, RPG Maker XP. But rather being a full game of its own, it's an asset pack filled with Pokemon-related sprites, music, and more. The raw materials that you need to start making your own game. Makes sense. Like, I'm familiar, I know of RPG Maker, and it just kind of makes sense that, like, yeah, instead of getting each individual asset and like, oh man, where do I download, the sprites that has that tree from Fire Red Leaf Green so I make my game look good, it's just kind of like, here's everything. You just kind of drop it in with RPG Maker, and I guess it would also have maybe some of the code that helps out with, like, battling and building up a Pokemon game from the ground. So, and a company wiki, which was hosted on Fandom, was also taken down. Last year, Voluntary Twitch, the creative director behind the popular fan game Pokemon Uranium, told Kotaku that without Pokemon Essentials, it would have been impossible to make Uranium or any other fan game. So I think that says it right there. Nintendo, they took down Uranium. It seems like they're taking quite a long time to actually go for Pokemon Essentials, but I guess with Phoenix Rising and just like non-stop Pokemon ROM hacks and fan games coming out, even after all these takedowns, they're like, let's hit it at the source. But this is the internet and things last forever. So I just kind of like Googled Pokemon Essentials and there's still like resources. I don't know how accessible it is, but I mean, all someone has to do is upload the file, get it to who needs to get it, or just like share it on Dropbox or share it privately or something until it gets taken down again. But yeah, I found this on Pokemon or PokeCommunity.com for the forums. So we have forums, fan games, game development, and then under game development there's Pokemon Central. So I mean, there's like an entire just forum to the fan games, and we have all this stuff. So there's a couple of interesting ones. Discussion: was the Essentials wiki taken down? Yes, it was, and that's actually a pretty popular discussion. So suggestions for Essentials, how to share my game, looking for everything. So I mean, that just kind of shows like how it works and what you can find in it. I mean, there's some obscure stuff. Custom scripts question: Sinnoh underground sparkles and mining spot generation. That's pretty cool, and that's just under the discussion on Pokemon Essentials. This, it allows someone with little to no programming knowledge whatsoever, for example, me, to make a fully functioning game. Voluntary Twitch at the same time, in the hands of someone who knows how to use it well, becomes a powerful tool that can create something truly exceptional. As of today, the powerful tool is offline. Speaking with Kotaku under condition of anonymity, one of the creators of the project confirmed files were deleted following a copyright infringement claim sent by Nintendo. Nintendo did not return requests for comment in time for publication. The Pokemon Company International declined to comment as well. There's little evidence that Nintendo wants to crack down a fan-drawn graphic art covers of all this other stuff. It's just kind of taking down games. Another Metroid 2 remake, ceasing development for Pokemon Uranium. This is all the stuff that we know about. And also, this is kind of following up some fairly recent news. Like, this isn't super recent. I can't find when this was posted. Devforum, Roblox.com. 25 days ago. Was that it? I thought it was like maybe a month and a half or 2 months ago, but yeah. So this is called The End of Roblox Pokemon. Hello to everyone who takes time to read this post. My name is Sean, although I'm often known as Ugly Poe, Ugly, or Poe. As of earlier this morning, copyright holders for Pokemon have issued a blanket takedown. Blanket takedown of all Pokemon games on the Roblox platform. See, at first they thought it was just Brick Bronze, and that's why I saw what was going to happen. When I did my video on the Brick Bronze takedown, I just like looked at the suggested games, because even though Brick Bronze, it said like file deleted, you can still scroll down. It's like, here are your suggested games. There's just all these other Pokemon games, and since Brick Bronze was massively successful, there were people that were like stealing the idea behind Brick Bronze to try to get people into that, and then everyone just moved from Brick Bronze on to the next one. That there was tons of videos pretty much the next day. This is the new Brick Bronze. Everyone play this one instead. So because that's like, yeah, you have to just remove them all. Like your Nintendo, you click on that Brick Bronze page, you have to tag everything, or you just go to Roblox and be like, nah, anything with Pokemon, it's got to go. You're getting sued. You're responsible for these kids stealing our work. So yeah, this was back in April. So April 2018, Brick Bronze project is officially discontinued as requested by the Pokemon Company. Forever cherish the memories, blah, blah, blah. They stole the stuff. Nintendo wasn't happy. Also, this following up Pixelmon. Actually, Pixelmon was taken down over a year ago. It's been a great ride. With much sadness, but keeping all of our fond memories, we must announce that Pixelmon is ending its development. So Pixelmon isn't really taken down. Like, people are still getting a hold of the game files. I'm pretty sure there's still public servers and stuff of the game running. But they were just told, like, they could not develop it anymore. And again, once files are out there, it's there forever. And it's not like Roblox where it needs to be hosted on Roblox, and when it's deleted, you just don't get access to it anymore. And also the multiplayer aspect of it, it's kind of a big deal. So we have all this, but yeah, this is like coming on top of all that. So we had recently, within the last month, you know, copyright holders for Pokemon taking down everything Roblox. Now this, taking down everything for creating a fan game. Instead of targeting the fan games individually, just going for that blanket ban. So I mean, they're really stepping it up right now, which is kind of crazy to think about. They did, you know, they did this right before Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. They just started hitting at Brick Bronze before the announcement of Let's Go, and then this is it. So blanket takedown. All of us Pokemon game developers have expected this since the shutdown of Brick Bronze several months ago. Pokemon Fighters EX started as a passion project in late 2011. Was inspired by the games Pokemon Arena X, Pokemon Legends. I intend to try to put my own spin on the genre. Later in 2015, current version of Pokemon Fighters was released. 3 years, worked on it to make it what it is today. Will these games return? Probably not. Pokemon's copyright franchise. Copyright holders are fully in their right to do this. What's next? Continued development career on Roblox. So I mean, that is like an interesting look at this, because from what I've seen for all this, like, they're like, yeah, we'll just work on the next project. Because when it comes to Roblox, like, they learned how to make games because of this Pokemon fan game. Where they went wrong was taking money for it. And then I think, like, they just got blanket takedown. So even the ones that probably aren't taking Robux or trying to convert it into something monetary, they got tagged as well. But I mean, just because there's like a few developers be like, but people worked so hard for Pokemon Brick Bronze. It's like, it wasn't theirs. Like, there wasn't that much creativity put into it when you're just riding off the most popular franchise in the world. Pokemon is the highest grossing franchise in the world, and they are well within their rights. It's not that they're being greedy. They have to protect their copyright under copyright law by taking down things that are stealing Pokemon IP or stealing things core to what makes Pokemon a franchise. So that, I feel like with that, it's fair. You can't really get mad at the Pokemon Company for it. This isn't some kind of socialist, you know, we don't live in this socialist copyright world where just because Pokemon has money means that you're allowed to steal from them. I'm pretty sure Disney won that argument a very, very long time ago. But with this, so it shows that, you know, they're able to grow from this. They were able to get a little bit of profit, a good amount of money to support their work into their next projects and stuff. Don't know if it's going to be as successful. They were able to learn from it. What it looks like with Pokemon Essentials, since someone with no programming experience just plugs in an RPG Maker and can make a game, it might not be as much of a thing to where they can actually turn around and make like a real RPG Maker game to sell on Steam or something. It's just that the fan games get taken down. That's going to be it right there. But it also does help in the game development. It just would be better if they made their own things instead of just taking a sprite resource that's copyrighted and then trying to plug it in. So we're going to see how this ends up affecting it. I actually haven't heard much about it. Like, I saw this get retweeted a few hundred times, but it wasn't like this massive blow up. I guess everyone's already kind of like happy with the fan games that are out there, because you can still find and play Uranium. You can still find and play Phoenix Rising, all the other games that have come out, all these crazy ROM hacks, and Essentials will still be distributed. So this is more of a statement. It's like Nintendo's just like, no, we're done with all this. You know, we're going to cut it at the source. Anything that crops up, we're going to try to trim it down, and we're going to see what happens from there. So there we go, guys. That's an update on the Pokemon copyright shenanigans. Tell me what you think, because I've already made it clear. Like, I don't know what happened in this modern age or something, but when I grew up, copyright felt a lot more strict. I feel like I was raised right as a kid, you know, don't lie, cheat, and steal. And the Pokemon community has managed to just like break all of that. Competitive scene full of cheating. Thumbnails, dishonesty, clickbait, YouTubers, all of them are liars, it feels like. You know, I'm like the only honest Pokemon channel, it feels some days. And then don't steal. I don't understand how people are upset at Pokemon for protecting their copyright. Well, I enjoyed it. I had fun. My entitlement means I'm allowed to play with my game and do whatever I want to my game. So, no, that's not true. You still have to follow the terms of use because it's their copyright. It's their IP. Oh, I'm allowed to play whatever Pokemon fan game because Game Freak is dumb and doesn't give me exactly what I want in a game. they're the holders of copyright. You kind of just have to deal with whatever they release, and you're not free to, you know, go and copy that and then put it out for money, because like Brick Bronze was making bank, and they built up a dedicated audience that got upset at the law. That has been the thing forever, you know. I try to make my videos as fair use as possible. That's why people get mad at me whenever I do an anime review. Hey, turn up the volume. I want to hear the anime. It's like, you can't watch a Pokemon episode. You know, you can't get a full episode out of my video. Or you can't get enough to like take away from the original work out of my video. So I have to keep the audio low. I have to keep the clips short, and sometimes I replay the clip. That way I'm not infringing as much as possible. Gotta put my face over it. Gotta talk a lot. You know, I can't shut up when I'm discussing things like this. When it comes to everything else, like, yeah, people just use and abuse, and they get away with it, and they think it's okay when it's not. So those are my thoughts on it. I think this is a really good move from Nintendo. I think it should have been done years ago as fan games started cropping up, because it's also set like it's set too much expectation. Well, Uranium did this, and that makes it better than whatever Pokemon's going to make until they do exactly what a fan game has made. So now, like, this is just warping people's expectations, putting Pokemon down, and then when they finally take it down, people get upset. Actually, yeah, like, look at this. I've had this page open for a while, so that went to 7.8 thousand views. So that's it. I'm looking at that, like, yeah, 7.8 thousand views yesterday, in about 24, not a little more than 20, or a little less than 24 hours. This has been up. I'd expect this to blow up more, but I mean, I think people are just kind of accepting what Nintendo's doing, or maybe people just don't know about it yet. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.